What's happening, YouTube? Back for another one. Today is Thursday and we're getting an upper body session in. But first we're getting our coffee in. One of my last videos I spoke about the importance of high and low days. So yesterday was a high day for me. It was team training, did my prep beforehand, speed, team training, and then into the gym after to do lower body work. And then today is a day in between sessions. So in between team sessions, so it's going to be a low intensity day where we low output, low stress, low fatigue day on the central nervous system. So we'll get a chance to actually recover from the high day yesterday and then be able to push again tomorrow for another high day and actually hit the outputs that we want from a speed, explosive standpoint, and just bring the intensity to the team training, obviously, because that's where we want to bring it. So today is not a complete rest day. Still want to try and get massive, stack on a bit of muscle mass. See, I will do a bit of an upper body session today, get a bit of movement in, get a bit of mobility and stuff in. Probably even go back for, well, it's currently 7 o'clock, half 7. Yeah, 28th to meet Ryan around here in the gym in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to hoof this coffee on this and then go. Get that done. Day recording on our YouTube. Good bit of work to do today, and then I'll probably go back to the gym later on for a bit of light bike and sauna. So yeah, going to take us along with that. Give us a few insights along the way. Don't even know what's going to come up with the video, but we'll see what happens and we'll see what we get. By the way, straws for coffee. Keep teeth nice and white. Doesn't hit the same, but nice pearly whites. It's worth it. Right, so we're in the gym here. As we're saying, upper body session today. We actually have our biggest upper body session done at the start of the week, which is more sort of like strength focused, bit more intensity, bit more volume in it. Today, because it's a bit later in the week, because it's in between two sessions, it's kind of like don't want to say it's an optional session, but it's one of those ones where, like, if I'm feeling banged up and I'm feeling pretty sore and stiff, and it was a big training week, like last week we had 2 games in the week, I kind of left this one off towards the bottom end of the week, but it's nice to kind of get in. There's not a massive amount of volume in it, it's just a nice wee kind of pump session. I suppose it comes into like where your goals are in the year. Like if your goals are to keep building size, obviously you want to get that in, but if you're at a point where you're happy enough with your size, you're still getting your work in, like say in one session a week, your priorities maybe recovery, feeling fresh, ready to go for sessions, then you can leave it off. It's kind of optional, but I don't know, it's summer, sun's out, guns out and all that, so I have to get an extra upper body session in, obviously. Starting off with pull-ups, I'd say like it's just after 8:05 now. If we get this done, our aim is to get this done within like 40-45 minutes. Should be alright, I'll not be fucking about today, so. I'll be heading up in the wall, chilling low key. Catch me on the downside. I'll be heading up in the wall, chilling low key. Catch me on the downside. I'll be heading up in the wall, chilling low key. Catch me on the downside. I'll be heading up in the wall, chilling low key. Catch me on the downside. Catch me on the downside. 10 or so here. I actually lost count that one. I think I might have done 11. I was going to be on 9, so I was like, I'll go for another one. So I might have done 11. Yeah, as I say, like the other session was a heavier session on Monday. Today's not too bad, so we've got pull-ups, bit of dips, and then just spent a bit of time on kind of arms, shoulders, a bit of core. So just the stuff that makes you feel good, just the stuff that you probably want to, I suppose, make a wee bit bigger, just purely from an aesthetic standpoint. Nothing massive there that's going to drive performance, but I think we all need to remember why we actually get into training at the same time. Like we get into training, yes, obviously to improve performance, but at the same time it was to look good, build a bit of muscle, fill out the jersey and all that crack. And it's enjoyable, so you have to enjoy what you're doing as well. What the fuck's happened to that bar? I'm going to pull this bar down here. Last few reps are a bit tight there. Right, so 4 sets of dips up next, 3 sets of pull-ups done. Feel well warmed up, feel good. Love doing pull-ups. Dips I've only added back in like the last couple of weeks, again for this kind of optional sort of session. Just felt like a bit of a change up, felt like something different. And because it's not massively, we've got all our pushing movements done.
Today is more like a shoulders and kind of arms kind of day, just to get a pump on. Sound like a pure bodybuilder talking about this as well, but it's like, again, get all the important stuff done first. Team training, games, sprinting, jumping, power work, rehab, robustness type work. Then your upper body strength, and then if you have a wee bit of time left over, you can fuck about this kind of stuff here. So yeah, just added them back in. Going for weighted, trying to get 3 sets of 10. We got 10 in our first set last week, the last 2 weeks. And then I think we're down to like 8s after that. So if we can get 2 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10, and then whatever we get in the last set we'll take. So that's where we're at. So 10 in the first set, sweet enough. Second, third set, we'll see where we're at. I need my wee midget step here, and I still have to jump. Fuck. I think I may have been 11 now, fuck, I can't count it. I got like in round 5 or 6 and then got confused and was like, ah, fuck, am I doing extra here? So yeah, one more set of these. That's kind of the hardest stuff done. I say hardest. I say probably that's the most, I don't know, I'm talking shit. I was gonna say the most intensity we're ringing, but the rest of the stuff, we're still doing decent intensity, but it's not gonna completely fry you, like, so. Keeping the reps a wee bit higher, volume a wee bit higher, bringing a decent level of intensity to it, but with it being upper body, like, it's not gonna completely smoke you compared to, say, maxing out in fucking lower body. Actually feeling surprisingly alright, considering we had a big day yesterday. I think that's the thing for me, definitely. You wake up in the morning, or if it's like close enough, so I did it last night, waking up this morning, I'm actually not too bad. As the day goes on, I'll start to get sore and sore, and then might even be sore coming into it tomorrow, but we're gonna get in later on for a bike as well, flush the legs out, bit of mobility and that, wee sauna, and we feel brand new. Six, we got that one. Sweet, so that's it, I'm done. So we are gonna go into ladder raises and then do the arms, but we're gonna do hanging knee raises here first because I've learned my lesson every time we go to do arms first and then try to do hanging knee raises, my grips goes and I'm fucked after like 2 reps. So we're gonna do that first and then we'll get into that. So in that, again, trying to build the reps up. Started off like aiming for 3 sets of 10. Been hitting that alright. Then we're getting like 12s. Now I'm going first set 15. Trying to get close to 15 in the second set. And then anything above 10 in the third set's good. Same principle with everything, like just trying to build, increase the amount of work I do each week. So whether it's doing something with a weight, you're trying to increase the weight, or you have a rep range of like 8 to 12, staying at the same weight and trying to go up the reps. Same thing when it comes to like bodyweight stuff. It's like, can you add an extra rep or 2 with good quality, obviously. So you saw the controller, you're thinking of like actually squeezing the abs on the way up, but then controlling it the way down, rather than just fucking being like one of them CrossFit wankers and just kipping everything. 0 reps done. And literally training core is the exact same as anything else. I suppose we're chatting about, like me and Ram were talking about it there off camera, it's like you want to obviously perform athletic, that's what I was saying, do all the important stuff first, like remember what the main goal is at the end of the day, but you also want to look like an athlete, like you want to be able to go on holiday, get the top off, look like you actually train. And I think like with S&C and performance and all the rest, sometimes it can get a wee bit soft, a wee bit furry, like there's nothing wrong with just going and getting the fucking pump on sometimes, just as long as you're smart with it and it's not taking priority of the rest of the stuff that needs done, or you're massively under recovered and then you're going and hammering more on top of it. But a wee bit of extra pump work, a wee bit of extra hypertrophy work for the upper body, sprinkled in now and again, is going to do absolutely no harm. If anything, probably boost your performance. If you step out on the pitch, you look bigger than your man, and you can move, and you can shift, and you can get up and down the pitch, and you're injury free. I'd say you'd be happy enough, you'd be pretty confident for that. Yeah, go again. 12 there. So yeah, 10 the next one will be sweet. Then we'll get into the shoulders and arms, and that'll be us. Right, so fun part now, into the curls, most important part. So again, anywhere from sort of 10 to 15. Yeah, we want to try and get as close to 3 sets of 15 as we can. Or probably more 12 to 15, going off last week's session. I think the game we got around 15 at the start, then went to maybe like 12, 13. And then I think we got 10 in the last set, so that's what we're trying to beat. Yeah, with that, you can see, again, nice and control, not just swinging up, trying to keep as much tension as possible in the muscle, trying to keep the elbows in close to the side, and then actually trying to keep your elbow pointing down towards the ground. Just to keep as much tension on as possible. Squeeze the arms as hard as you can the whole way through. Squeeze hard up, nice and controlled down. It's going to be far more effective rather than fucking sticking more weight on and just swinging about like you're trying to catch a fish. As you can see, I'm an absolute house, so I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, 2 more sets of this. Then we'll get into ladder raises, triceps, and then a wee bit of hammer curls at the end. We'll have the session in my book here, so yeah, all I have left, a wee bit of ladder raises. And then hopefully when the cables will come free, we'll get on that for triceps. And then maybe a few wee hammer curls as well. Basically, I'm on a mission here, so I'll record a video the other week, or look at myself like head on in the mirror, and it's like, I look tiny when I'm like head on, but when you're at that angle there, I probably look like a gaff. So I need to, I want to look bigger, I want to look like I actually train when I look at me head on. Some of the thoughts going through my head, so I was like, right, I need to get the extra uppers back in. Because the priority wasn't hitting uppers, so it was just fucking obviously performing, recovering, feeling fresh. That's obviously still the priority, but at the same time, as I said earlier in the video, things get a wee bit soft at times. Sometimes you have to call yourself out for being a wee bitch and just get an extra upper session in. So that's where we're at. Ladder raises, anywhere 10 to 15 reps. Trying to push the weight up a wee bit in these, so up to 15s. Make it a wee bit shaky, but we'll try and keep the quality high as much as we can. Again, another one of them ones that can be butchered, ladder raises. You can go very light and you can swing about as if you're trying to fly away and take off. But if you actually slow it down, control it, think of like tall chest and think of actually like scraping your knuckles along the ground and pushing away from you, trying to get your elbow high, rather than just trying to fling your arms up as high as you can. It's going to be far more effective. And just keeping that nice control is like, doing it right, keeping the nice control is the easiest way to actually progress on it and actually get stronger with it rather than just trying to use momentum all the time. Far more effective. You're taking your time to do it anyway, so you may as well do it right. So 2 sets at that, we'll go one more, we'll go slightly lighter weight, just get a wee bit more control on it. Try to get a few more reps in, so we'll drop it down to 12 and a halves. Try to get 15 reps in. And then the plan is to go into overhead triceps, but if the cables are being used, we'll go into dumbbell skull crushers. And then we're done. So not much left. What did I say, 45 minutes? We're sitting at 47 minutes or something. It's not too far off. Under an hour we'll be done. Yeah, get this last set done. Right. Hardest bit of that's getting set up. Again, triceps, just a couple of different variations of exercises I would go for. Just obviously standing tricep extension, trying to keep the elbows close, get that lockout, then overhead, just works a slightly different part. And then we go for like dumbbell skull crushers again there, and then the dips obviously. So I suppose like setup of this session, as I was saying, like it's more just extra wee bit of work for the areas that I want to feel a bit bigger in. So again, I got the more functional upper body stuff done on Monday, where I'm a bench, have my weighted chins, going a wee bit heavier. What else do I have? Rows. Again, like the sort of core stuff and that Alan has in for me. And a wee bit of pump stuff too as well. But then today is more just literally for a wee bit of hypertrophy, a wee bit of vanity, I suppose. So more of like an arms, shoulders focus on it, because they're the areas I want to get bigger. I already have the biggest chest in fucking West Belfast anyway, so I'm trying to bring my arms and shoulders up. Tight. Oh, sorry, first couple of reps was going kind of like weighted with the arms. Then I started getting tight, so I was like still trying to get the reps in. So I brought the hands a wee bit closer. So I suppose it's kind of like a mechanical drop set, where you go on the hardest part first, and then it gets a wee bit easier when you pull towards the middle, you can push a wee bit harder. So you're just dropping it to still try and keep the reps high. So yeah, that was 15 in the first set, just about 10 there. Ryan can count it again, see where I'm at. But if it's under 10, don't be showing it. So I got one more set in, and with a few wee reps of hammer curls, that'll be us done. Right, Shanae, session done. So, weighted pull-ups, dips, leg raises, easy bar curls, ladder raises, overhead tricep extension, hammer curls. Good session done. I'd say this wee bit of a pump session, feel swole up now. I was going to say it wasn't a massive session, but I suppose it was a pretty good session. But yeah, for hitting 2 upper body sessions a week, going well at the minute. One is the more strength focused session on the Monday, and then this towards like the weekend. As long as it's not impacting recovery, you're being smart with the other stuff and you're prioritising the other stuff, then you can definitely get an extra wee bit of upper body in, because at the end of the day, yes, you want to perform like an athlete, you want to feel like an athlete, you just want to look like an athlete as well, and that's the goal at the minute. Have a decent amount of muscle mass, be lean enough that you feel good, you feel sharp, it's not hindering performance. But also if you've got a holiday coming up or there's a top staff photo, you want to feel good standing on the photo too. Let's be honest, no point in fucking beating around the bush or talking shit around it. So yeah, session done. If you enjoyed that, give it a go. If you enjoy it and you feel swole up after, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Right, gym session done. Ryan's back in the house. We've got another YouTube video here, which you'll see very soon. We've got almond flat weight and the goat peanut butter ball. Last 3 in calf. Family shorteners out, pulled them out from behind the counter too. Didn't have them on display. Set up for the day. Get another YouTube done, and then pretend to do some other work as well.
Music or some motivational video when you're ready to run through walls, but the reality is like you almost like overhype yourself, and when you overhype yourself and you're not in that sort of optimal state.
Right, we're back in the house now, so a bit of work to be done. Recording day with Ryan's been done, so you'll probably be watching this YouTube video. If you're watching this YouTube video, we've just recorded another one on building confidence coming in the championship, and how to be confident coming in the championship, how to have confidence stepping out onto the pitch. So it'll lay there. I'm not sure if it'll be up before this one. I'm not too sure of the order of them yet. I've been recording a couple of videos over like a week and a bit, so we just have to see what order they come out in. But if you haven't watched it yet, it'll be coming very soon. If it's up, go and check it out. But anyway, basically recorded that. Went and got lunch there with Paula. 4 poached eggs and toast. Again, today is a relatively low intensity day, so we don't need a massive amount of carbs, don't need a massive amount of calories. So probably on the lower end of calories, between sort of like 2,200 to like 2,000 sort of 400, 500. We're going to go back to the gym later on, do a bit of bike, bit of sauna, just 30 minutes, nice and easy, just paddle out the legs. Get a wee bit of an aerobic hit from it, but more so just to get the legs moving and keep the blood flowing. So yeah, basically now we'll have a bit of work to do, a couple of hours, sit on the laptop. We've got programs, we've got another video to record. I've got a content that's put together, story to put out, do a bit of an Instagram Q&A and that as well. So that's the plan for the next couple of hours here. It is 1:45. So yeah, get a good bit of that done over the next hour and a bit. Fuck, I haven't even walked today. I'll probably walk around to the gym later on. That'll be my steps. Because we're up first thing, getting the gym session in. That was the setup this morning. I also need to get a watch on the go. I've got the Whoop. Don't trust the steps on the Whoop though. I've been toying with the idea of getting the Garmin, so I need to just hurry up and get one. Commit to getting one so that I have my steps accurately again. Gotta get stuck on a bit of work here anyway, and I'll catch up with you later on. Right, so work done today. Just got a snack on the way there. Wee bagel and a protein yogurt. And now we're gonna head back to the gym and get a wee bit of a big session done. Not really a wee, but not a big session. I suppose it is a big session. It's nothing hectic is what I'm trying to say. It's 30 seconds. 30 minutes, just nice and easy, about a 3 or a 4 intensity out of 10, and keep the resistance nice and light, just get the legs spinning. Promote a bit of recovery, get a bit of blood flow, and they'll probably get it'll be probably like a zone 2 bike, so you get a wee bit of aerobic benefit from that as well. And then we'll go into a bit of mobility, band of distractions, which you've seen before, and then get into the sauna for 20-30 minutes. Then we'll take steps in to get a dander in, and then we'll come back for dinner. And then we'll go to bed, and then we get up tomorrow and do it all again. So that's the plan for the next wee while here. I'll show you wee bits and pieces, and I might actually see the questions. I did an Instagram Q&A today. I haven't answered any questions, so I might answer some of the questions on here. I'll see. You'll know in the next couple of minutes if I do or not. What's happening? So we're back. Day's nearly done. We're out finishing off steps here. Time of the day is 9 o'clock. So came home from the gym, did a bit of mobility. As I said, did the bike session, did a bit of mobility. You've seen it all before. I have a wee clip of the bike session there. I'm not going to bore you with it. Then we got in the sauna for about 20-25 minutes. It was warm and 8, so it was in and out. In for a bit, in the cold shower, back in. Home for dinner then, walked home, did a wee bit of Q&A. Said I might have done this, but I haven't done that. Maybe that'll be one of my next videos. We'll maybe do a Q&A, so keep an eye on my Instagram stories. And if you want more in-depth answers to your questions, we might do it on here. So that'll be a good one. Had dinner, tuna rice, and now we're all finishing the steps. So basically what I want to chat about the steps. Fasiga would fuck up. What I want to chat about the steps. So obviously today is a low intensity day. And I've had, may seem like I'm doing a decent bit of work, but again, the intensity relatively low. Like the gym session was a good gym session this morning. But then the bike was nice and light, like didn't go past zone 2. 30 minutes just pedaling the legs. I did about 18k or something. But resistance was nice and low. And then obviously a bit of mobility in that as well. And then the sauna. But basically what I chat about is one that like when I'm out actually doing steps and walking, like it's one of the most overlooked ways of recovering. Like the biggest thing for recovery and on your low days is like obviously managing your training load effectively, getting enough food in to fuel your training and your recovery, and then obviously your sleep, and then light exercise or activity. So people can go and do recovery sessions and all the rest, but firstly get those big rocks in order, and then literally if you get out for a walk for half an hour, whatever it is, and get a decent amount of steps in, that'll probably do a lot for your recovery rather than just sitting in your hole and scratching all day. So yeah, doesn't always have to be a session, doesn't always have to be doing something fancy. You can literally just get out and go for a walk, get outside, get into the sunlight, and stick a podcast on, something that you enjoy listening to. And yeah, don't overcomplicate it. But anyway, we're gonna round off the video here. I'm gonna go home and go to bed because I'm fucking pretty tired today. Legs, the dawns are starting to kick in a wee bit from yesterday. Obviously a high day between the pitch, speed, team training, and then obviously the gym afterwards. But yeah, gotta go home, get another wee ice cream in the way one of my white chocolate Snickers, they're always good, and then I'll be out for the count, made a wee cup of decaf tea, but I'll be out for the count after that. Anyway, it's funny as fuck seeing you see people and they see you talking on the wee Osmo camera. Let's see if you can actually see what it looks like. So if you can see that, I don't think you. it's literally just like a stick. People are like, what the fuck's he talking to? But anyway, I'm gonna round the video off here. Cheers for watching. As always, like, share, subscribe, and all the rest. If you want any of our programs, check the link down below. We've got an in-season program, off-season program. We've got our Potential Performance Academy. So if you buy one of the programs, you'll see that you can get access to that for your first month, for your first 30 days for £1 if you buy one of our programs. And it goes into 50 quid a month, and you can cancel it any time. Or if you want to have a chat about one-to-one coaching, then book a call in or shoot us a message and we'll get a chat from there. But other than that, good luck. Gonna round it off here. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers for watching.